Hey. All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Kids OT Help channel. If you are new here, my name is Nicole. I'm a mama, I'm a pediatric occupational therapist, and now I'm a lactation consultant. So if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing for more helpful content as we go along. My whole mission here at Kids OT Help is to help you understand and serve your child's developmental needs. So today we're chatting about why you should stay so far away from baby cereal, rice cereal in particular. And we're going to jump right into that. But before we do that, I just want to let you know that down below in the description box, I have a really great resource for you. I assume you're watching this video because it's about time for you to start offering solid foods or you're getting close to that. So my free resource to you is what I call Mealtime Success Tips. And again, I work with babies for a living, helping them transition from milk to solid foods, or even older kiddos that have issues transitioning to solid foods. So this Mealtime Success PDF is going to walk you through the most important components of feeding your little one or transitioning. So usually when I see that a kiddo has issues with feeding, one of these major components that are covered in the PDF is missing. So if you are, again, gearing up for mealtime and this interests you and you would like just some tips on how to make it very successful, go ahead and get your copy of the Mealtime Success Tips. All right, guys, let's jump into the 3 reasons why you should stay far away from rice cereal. Okay, so the first reason is, and baby cereal again, is that it is not nutritious. Baby cereal is highly refined and highly processed. So I actually should have backed this up by saying, I'm curious if you could please leave me a comment below and let me know why it is you're considering rice cereal, whether it is because that's just what you think babies do before starting actual food, or if it's something your pediatrician recommended to you. Because I get a lot of mamas saying that their pediatrician has recommended this. And in talking with some pediatricians, I get the sense that this is something they learn in school to just blanket statement say around the 4-month mark, like, oh, it's time to start baby cereal or rice cereal, but they aren't really sure why they're recommending this. And this is sort of an outdated practice. And there aren't facts and research is showing there just really aren't major benefits for starting your child on rice cereal or baby cereal. So back to the first reason, with it being not nutritious because it's highly processed and it's very refined. And so any nutrition that they were going to get from these grains kind of gets taken away when it's ground up into this very refined, processed material. And they do this to make it easier on your baby to digest, when actually this is not easy for your baby to digest. So the reason why it's not easy for your baby to digest rice cereal or baby cereal in general is because when your baby is about 4 months old, 5 months old, 6 months old, maybe even a little bit older, they are not producing a digestive enzyme called amylase in their saliva. We have it as adults. Older kiddos have it, older babies have it. But young babies, 4 to 6 months and a little bit older, aren't producing this digestive enzyme called amylase. And that helps to break down complex grains like these baby cereals, like these rice cereals. So what's happening then is if they don't have that digestive enzyme in place, then that their gut is having to do more work than it should. And the bummer about this is our new babies, 4, 5, 6 months old, their guts are still very immature. So we're asking a lot of it to break down something like this that's already very processed, that's complex grains. So you might see that your little one has stool changes, might be constipated, gassy, fussy. This may indicate that they're having a hard time breaking this down. And you may have a child that does fine with this, but generally speaking, you're putting more work on that immature gut.
So, the second reason why I think we should stay far away from baby cereal and rice cereal is because it contains unsafe levels of arsenic, especially rice cereal. It's very high in arsenic. Um, Rice in general, it just absorbs that from the environment. And so I know maybe moms have been swayed to try other types of grain cereals, but even your most organic or any brand you can come across, they've all really been tested, and you'll still find low levels of arsenic in these processed cereals. And arsenic is a human neurotoxin. It's a known carcinogen. And, if we're going to avoid this at any time in our life, it's when our babies are as young as they are, right? Like this would be the time to avoid that neurotoxin or carcinogen. So that alone for me is enough to just be like, nah, I'm cool, I'm good. Like, it's not worth it. But it's something to consider. And if you're doing this, if this is working for you and your family, I completely respect that. This conversation comes up because I've been asked a lot of questions about it. And I don't think the conversation is happening as frequently as it should. And the information is not as readily available as it should be because many parents just don't know this because, again, we're trusting our pediatricians and they may be giving us outdated information, as well intentioned as they are. Okay, so the final reason why we should avoid baby cereals. So this kind of pertains a little bit more to my mamas who are breastfeeding, but a lot of times moms want to mix their breast milk with the baby cereal. And as we spoke about earlier, that digestive enzyme amylase is found in your breast milk. And so what that does is it basically starts eating away at the rice cereal or the baby cereal before it even makes it into your baby's body. So you're wasting breast milk and you're also wasting your rice cereal because the milk is basically just digesting that rice cereal before it even makes it down. So back to the non-nutritious aspect, the process aspect. And I mean, maybe you're mixing it with formula or water, which, you're not going to run into that same issue, but you will have to likely contend with the other two aspects of it being difficult for your child to digest. And they're just really not getting the nutrients that they should from this. And have you guys, I said three reasons, but we're going to do a fourth. I think, and I get out of practice with this too, but as parents, we should really get in the habit of trying the food that we are offering our baby. It's why I really condone the baby-led weaning method, because everyone's eating the same thing and you know what your baby is getting. But have you tried these baby foods? Have you tried rice cereal? It is foul. It's so bland. It's room temperature. It's not good, And I am all for making our child's first mealtime experiences fun, flavorful. I believe there should be texture involved, different temperatures. Um, and rice cereal just isn't that. And so we might be putting our kiddos off by starting with something like rice cereal or baby cereal, instead of just waiting until they hit the readiness signs to start actual food. Now, if you're not familiar with the readiness signs before offering solids, table foods, I have linked a video that goes into that in depth in the description box below. So it's all about the readiness signs. Check that out if you're interested. But yeah, unless there's a medical necessity for doing baby cereal, I just recommend skipping it and waiting until your child is ready for actual food, because that's what's best for them. That's what's most nutritious. That's how they're going to learn to actually eat. Because guess what? Putting purees on a spoon and feeding it to your little one isn't going to teach them how to chew or swallow food safely. So if you have any questions, I've done a few lives here and I'm in Google Hangouts. And I have the chat open, but for whatever reason, I feel like I can't always see your comments if you are live. So kind of a bummer. I'm going to have to look into that. But yes, if you have any questions, if anything comes up, comments, please leave them down below. And also, I am curious to know what has prompted you to start
baby cereal or prompted you to consider baby cereal? Is it something that you've just seen, or was it something that was recommended to you from either a pediatrician, a friend, a mother, father, whatever it is? I hope you guys found this live helpful. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Have a lovely day. Bye.